Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to start with the new series where we will be covering Spark interview questions, right? Some scenario based interview question and some theoretical questions as well, right? So today's question is what is the basically Apache Spark and how it is different from MapReduce. Okay, so whenever we compare Spark and Hadoop, right? So we do not compare Spark with the whole Hadoop. We compare it with MapReduce. Hadoop MapReduce, right? Because Spark is a processing unit, Hadoop MapReduce is a processing unit. The whole Hadoop contains a lot of things, and like there are some similarities between Spark and Hadoop in terms of other component, right? Hadoop, we have the HDFS, yarn, and all those things. Here also we have the yarn and all those things, right? But the major difference is the way they process the data, right? The way they process the data. Okay, now let's understand, or like how like the approach of the series would be. I will be covering the answer of the questions, right? And from this answer, or by watching this video, you can frame your own question, or with the help of these videos you can answer in the interviews, right? Now let's understand what exactly the Hadoop is. So this we are understanding with the help of puzzle example. So imagine you have to solve a puzzle, right? So how the Hadoop work is, Hadoop is like a team of workers where each worker get a piece of puzzle. They work independently on their pieces, and once they are done, final picture is assembled, right? So let's say you have a puzzle to solve, and so how the Hadoop work, let's say we have a 10 worker node, or if we talk about puzzle, in case of the puzzle, so basically we have a puzzle and we have 10 people to solve that puzzle. So how this is basically the mapping of the task. So the some person will go to this person, some person will go to this person, and so on and so forth. And then once everyone complete their task, right, everyone is working independently, and once they complete their task, they are assembled and final answer is created, right? Final puzzle is created. Same way in Hadoop also, like we get a task, we map it through multiple nodes, and once each node do their processing, we assemble the result. That is, here the map is happening, here the reduce is happening, right? This is the reduce, this is the map, right? And you can see this is the distributed processing. This is a distributed processing. It's not like non-distributed, it is a distributed. Okay, now let's understand this map reduce with the help of this example, and this example you can consider basically while giving the answer to the interviewer. So this example is there. We have this file, we need to count the word count of each and every element. Like I think this you might have seen in your college days. We have the word count problem, right in Hadoop. So what all step is getting happen? Split of the data is happening, basically processing each line at a time, then mapping, then shuffling is basically each word is coming to a particular block, right? And then the reduce is happening, basically the count we are finding, and final list is getting created. So basically mapping and then reduce is happening. So this is how the Hadoop work. But let's talk about how Spark work, right? And one more thing, so everything, all these things are happening in disk. This can be a hard drive, or it can be a SSD, right? So if you see like Hadoop, like read write operation or the input output operation happen through the disk, but in case of Spark everything happen in RAM, right? Random access memory. So that's why Spark is like 100 times faster than Hadoop. Got it? You can answer like this. Now let's see the reason why it is faster. Like one reason we saw, right, that it uses the in-memory computation. The other thing is we can see in the definition of Spark, like how it works. So let's take the same example of puzzle. So here what happen is worker do their task one by one. In case okay, and you have a team of work on multiple bases simultaneously. Okay, so basically what happened here, the each worker can do multiple tasks simultaneously. That, let's understand that with the help of example. So this is the a little bit of diagram of Spark. Basically we have the cluster manager. It manages the all the executors, and if you see, these executor are doing multiple tasks at the same time. So we have in the executor, we have the RAM or the memory and the cores, right? So these cores, each core can do the task independently, right? So that's why it is quite faster than a Hadoop. So Spark is like having super quick team that doesn't waste time waiting one worker to finish, right? In this case, you can see like if three have completed their task, in order to complete the entire processing, fourth one has to complete that, right? So this is what is written over here. Now this also we understood, right? So Spark, basically everything happen in memory. Okay, so one follow-up question you can get is, what is memory processing? Basically Spark does everything in the memory, right? So what exactly the in-memory processing is? So in-memory is nothing but the data is stored in the memory, right? The main memory of the computer instead of the disk storage, right? So this answer you can give to the interviewer. Because of this, the IO operation, that is input output operation, becomes really easy. Let's say if a node need a data, it doesn't go to the disk in order to get that particular data for the processing. It goes to the RAM, which is easy to access, which is very quick, and it takes the data, it do the job, right? So that's why it is quite fast. Okay, then after this you can basically give this comparison answer basically. So you can say Spark is 100 per time faster than MapReduce is also faster, but it is faster than the non-distributed systems, right? Because both are not distributed data processing unit, right? MapReduce also and Spark also. So the model, if you see here, the in-memory model is there, and the transfer data between the RDD, so resilient distributed data set, is created inside the Spark basically while processing. So these kind of question we will cover in our future video. So you can say that everything happened through the RDD, but here everything read-write processes happen through the persistent storage, right? So here this is created in Scala, basically Spark, but MapReduce is created in Java. And if we talk about the other features, so basically Spark, we can solve multiple kind of problem: batch problem, real-time problem, iterative problem, interactive problem, and all iterative problem, and all those things, right? But in case of MapReduce, we have a very limited option, that is we can solve only the batch kind of problem. And caching, so this becomes really important, right, when we talk about like storing the intermediate result. So storage here in Spark, basically we have the caching mechanism. We can cache the intermediate steps in the memory or the disk. So we have the different caching mechanism, right? Cache and cache persist and all those things. So we can store the data in memory also, we can store the data in memory and disk also, right? And but in case of the MapReduce, the caching is not supported, so we cannot store the intermediate result in the MapReduce, right, with the help of cache. So yes, I think I have covered a lot of things. So using this, you can frame your answer and you can give it to the interviewer. So yes, let's meet in the next problem. Until then.